Hey, it's Mike Draper with AWC TV, and today we're going to be talking about the huge convention in August. We wanted to have today on the show the very best, Chris Lambernides. The best wasn't available, so we're going with second best, Josh Cronin. Josh, thanks for coming on with us today. We really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no, I'm just excited. I got second slot. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's great. No, just joking around with you, but hey, it's huge convention time.
I'm so excited. Like I always tell people, everybody says I sound infomercial with the huge convention, but it's my favorite time of year. It literally is. Like there's so many people that are going to be there that I look forward to seeing every year. Somebody I just found out is not going to be there. I'm a little bummed about that, but for everybody else, I'm pretty excited. Yeah,
it's a great show. I've been there to it. I don't even know how many times now, but at least 3 or 4 times. It's an awesome show. It's a great event. Just a lot of buzz, a lot of fun, a lot of good networking, a lot of good speakers. And this year it's in Atlanta, right? And what are the dates again?
So it's the 23rd and 24th of August at the Marriott Marquis in Atlanta. So.
Yeah, coming up quick. And I think the person you're referencing, we're not going to be there this year, AWC or Window Cleaner Safety, just because of some prior commitments that we've made, one with family and one business. So we're not going to be able to be there this year. But nonetheless, it's a great show. I highly recommend it to anybody. You will glean something for your business out of it by being in attendance. So let's just talk about just a minute, Josh, these speakers that you guys have got lined up. So on your featured speakers, Brandon Vaughn, Josh Latimer, and Jason Evers. I mean, we could stop right there if we wanted to. Brandon's an awesome business guy, really good at putting systems together. He's a great speaker. I've heard him speak. And so he's going to hit it out of the park, I'm sure. Josh Latimer, no stranger to anybody probably. If you don't know what he is, you're not on social media and you live under a rock. All right. Yeah, and Jason Evers, of course, started out in the window cleaning business, went pressure washing, and now's a speaker, motivational speaker and that. So, again, just a great guy. But the list doesn't even stop there. Rob Anderson, he's a cool guy. I don't know if you know him or not, but he's an awesome guy. He's got a lot of great ideas around pressure washing. Do you know Rob?
Not personally, not yet. No, we're scheduled to talk really pretty soon, actually, on a live. So
yeah, well, you're going to enjoy him. He just has a lot of great ideas. Just he reminds me of maybe me and you 10 years ago. Just nice. A lot of energy and
hungry, still fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're old and we don't care.
We don't care as much.
That's right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Christina Bergen, she's a good person as well. Runs that business for Jim Du Bois down in North Carolina. She's going to be a great one. Raymond Burke. I had the chance to interview Raymond when he was back with the UAMCC a while back. Raymond's an awesome guy. Again, was in the developer business, kind of real estate and things like that. That went south, got into pressure washing, built a really cool business down in Florida. And his wife, Tanya, she does an awesome job at speaking as well. So what a cool lineup that's going to be. Closing property managers without selling. Both of them are going to do that jointly, it looks like.
And do a lot together. It's cool to see that. So somebody who's so active as kind of a married couple. I know they exist out there, but it's always fun to kind of see.
Yes, it is. So that's going to be really cool. Jim Du Bois.
You know, Jim he lives within a couple minutes of me. Like we're in the same town and everything. And he's actually one of the guys who really kind of got me back in the day when I still lived in Wisconsin. He was one of the guys who I talked to for route, and he kind of got me kind of fired up for that. I'm really just excited to just see him again and hang out. And he's got a pretty awesome thing going.
He's a really cool guy. He, of course, he does his Windows Wealth program now as well as a mentor. But you talk about a guy that to talk to about building routes. He's your guy.
Yeah,
he's done it. And
yeah, he's like the quintessential kind of route guy where it comes. I know they do a ton of other stuff, but the route numbers that he was pulling in, and he still is probably pulling in, are just phenomenal. Where you hear how many stops they're making in a week, and you're going, "Wow, that's crazy!" The frequency on that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, and we interviewed Christina here not too long ago, and I think she said they had over 18 different routes that were going on. So great one. Sid Graff, no stranger to the business, out on the west side of the United States, but he's got a nice little operation. He's going to be of value there. Michael Hindeleiter.
Who's that now? I don't quite know.
Yeah. You may be recognizing this way: the godfather of pressure washing.
That's right. Now I know. You want to know something funny about him? I actually owned a life-size cardboard cutout of him for quite a while until Michael Moll actually took that one over for something, and now he has it. But I could still have a life-size cutout of him just in my house if I wanted.
That's pretty cool. Actually, we need that in the studio here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I just want to start putting him up different places so he's in the background. But
yes, great guy, wealth of knowledge. You can't go wrong spending 15 minutes. I don't know how long his speech is gonna be, but if you just get a chance to bend his ear at that convention just for a little bit, you're going to benefit yourself. There's a lot of great other speakers here as well. Brennan Williams. Great guy. He sold it or built a company, sold a company, and then restarted a company. I like those guys, and many guys, that are out there grinding it away. That's their goal, is to build it to something that somebody else wants. And ironically, very few have done that. And so
it's one of those things too that different people are in different places. Some people, when you're still hungry in the beginning, people don't understand the fact that they want to do that, and everybody at one point, because we all have ADD, right? We're going to want to sell or maybe switch place like he did. He just sold, moved, I believe, but then started a whole nother thing up. And like, that's crazy. He's gone through it twice. Like the second time, maybe easier, but you forget about the struggles in the beginning when you're, sitting on a bigger, well-established business.
Yeah, that's it. And there's some other great speakers on there too. I'm sure, just in lieu of time, I don't have time to mention everybody, but just the speakers that we mentioned are worth their weight in gold to be able to come to that convention. And I'm sure some of the others are awesome speakers as well, so I apologize if I left you out. That wasn't intentional. We got to move on for time's sake. But also, so a great lineup for speakers. One thing that's really differentiates this show is that it's all about business. It's all about making your business better, improving your business, marketing your business, as opposed to maybe technique or whatever. Talk just a little bit about that. I mean, I think I know what I'm saying. That's true, right?
Yeah. It really is. It's kind of the same thing with videos. If you ever see kind of any of our content stuff, is some of the guys are really focused on the technique side and the equipment side, and that's all fine. That's cool. But there are guys out there like myself. I really am more interested on the business side of things. And we're all running businesses, even if you feel like you're just out there cleaning windows. Like you're running a business, you're creating a business. And sometimes that side of things gets lost kind of in translation. That's why the huge convention this year, there are no, water-fed 101 classes being taught. We weren't even allowed to kind of do that. You have to come to our actual trade show booth, and we kind of like snuck a sign in there, but you can't even, that's not even allowed. That's not what we're doing. It's just strictly business, how to run, what to do, how to advertise, how to grow the business side. The cleaning part of it, that's as simple with learning over time. So it's really kind of a switch.
And I'll get in trouble probably for some of our advertisers in this for saying this, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you're using a Ed squeegee or a Marmon squeegee or whatever. The window, if you're cleaning the window and you're getting paid, that's one piece of the business. But the other piece is, how do we duplicate that? How do we systemize that? How do we build that? And so that's really what this huge convention focuses on.
Yeah, if you remember Kevin Dabrowski, this is a while ago, but he said something that stuck with me. And he said that the cleaning of the window is so far down on the list, it's not even in the top 10 of things that you need to be focused on. Like, they're not even as worried about the cleanness of the window. Like, a clean window, that's universal, right? Like, that part of it, there's so much equipment on the market that's for sale because of personal preference. Like, I mean, two guys will argue about two different things, like say soap, and they'll go teeth and nail and fight about it, and it's completely personal preference. But when it comes to business, there is no personal preference on software systems doing something for your company. We know that does something. We know that the business side of things is across the board a fact. That's not personal preference when it comes to what they can do for you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember hearing a story. I don't remember where it was at one of the conventions, but this lady was on a plane with the CEO of Zappos. And she made the comment, hey, you know, I bet you got a lot of shoes and stuff. And he's like, no, actually, I don't. I have maybe like one pair. And she's like, no, you're the CEO of Zappos. You got to have, you know, that's the business you're in. And he says, no, that's actually not the business I'm in. I'm not in the shoe business at all. You know, and it really spoke to the point of knowing what your business is. You know, we and I agree. You look at the different social media and this, and you'll see all this back and forth about, you know, what soap I like and what this I like and all this. That's not the business we're in. We're really in the people business and pleasing them. And so being able to be focused on knowing what business you're really in is very, very important. So the speaker lineup is going to be awesome, as we discussed. Let's talk about the trade show for a minute. I know the couple that I went to, they were awesome. I mean, just a lot of different, not only vendors or manufacturers represented there, but all the tech. That's what I really appreciated about the huge convention, was all the different technologies and the technology booths that were there. Who's going to be there this year?
So this show is unlike kind of any that we've had yet or that we've seen. It's actually sold out twice on the vendor side of things. We had a whole trade show set up. It sold all out, and they kind of went back to bat and got more space, and that sold out. So it's really, really pretty cool, and that side of things is going to be huge. But yeah, the big thing about window cleaning is it's such a small industry. You know, it's a freckle on the world and kind of the service industries in general. So you can't go for the most part, go down, you know, to your local window cleaning store and touch all the equipment. You know, if you have a place, awesome. You can't play with everything. They don't have everything. They just got kind of the basic stuff. These shows are where you can go and touch every single water fed pole that exists. You know, you can go and see every piece of, you know, software. The summit's going on, but they're in the trade show also. You can go and see like the newest kind of drones, you know, cleaning drones and screen machines and things that you've never gotten your hands on. You've maybe seen pictures or videos, but to actually be able to touch them and see them and understand them completely in person is just, the trade show brings a ton of people just for that fact. I mean, some of the oldest shows that are out there had, you know, just trade show tickets available for that fact. They know people are coming for that trade show and kind of getting their hands on everything. It's pretty awesome. Yeah,
I'll probably get in trouble for saying this too, but it's probably one of the better trade shows I've ever been to. So, and I've been to a lot of them through the years. And all over, even the cleaning industry or the janitorial industries and all this stuff. I've been to a lot of them, and it's just one that is not to be missed. So, Josh, you got 30 seconds. Tell us again where it's at, what we can expect. Give me a big plug here for 30 seconds.
Okay, so if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, they are almost about to sell out right now. Go to thehugeconvention.com, buy your tickets, or call me direct, text me, whatever, we'll get you tickets. The Service Software Summit is before that. That's on the 22nd, but the 23rd and 24th in Atlanta this August, which is within the next couple days, in Atlanta at the Marriott Marquis Hotel. Be there. It's amazing. You go once, you'll never miss another one unless you have prior obligations that make that happen.
That I do. So, Josh, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on today, and we appreciate you out there. Stay tuned for our next episode of AWC TV by following us on YouTube, Facebook, or our website, awcmag.com.